In order to have any long-standing crime reduction, you have to have the trust of the community.
Right now on News 13, we sit down one-on-one with the first female police chief in the city of Florence to talk about her goals for the law enforcement agency. Plus, a group of South Carolina National Guard helicopter pilots suspended from flight duty after the 4th of July salute from the shore along the South Carolina coast. And Team USA may be out of World Cup contention, but their run at the title is still inspiring players from local clubs.
Coverage you can count on at 6 starts now.
First at 6, crews are on the scene of a large wildfire burning in parts of Florence and Sumter counties. Authorities say the 30-acre fire is in the area of Lynch's River Road. People who live or drive in that area are asked to follow any instructions from emergency officials. According to the State Forestry Commission website, the fire is currently 95% contained. Thanks for joining us. I'm Adriana Lawrence. To other news, Florence Police Chief Angela Green gave her first on-air interview today. Green made history as the city's first female chief. News 13's Eric Cooper is live tonight in Florence. And Eric, you talk with one woman who says Green's hiring means a lot, especially to her.
That's right, Adriana. Patricia Rush says that she was part of a historic moment herself, and to then move to South Carolina just 6 years ago and see that Florence had its first female chief was very special.
And I was at the Freedom March in August '63. I was there with a couple other girlfriends, and the couple 100,000 people that were there, and I can tell you, I was there for women's rights, equal rights for all women. All women.
Angela Green became Florence Police Chief in April. She previously worked as a police chief in Portsmouth and Lexington, Virginia, and as a member of the Virginia State Attorney General's office. Green said public service means a lot to her and her 3 children.
It makes me feel good that they have the passion to serve others, to want to help, and to want to serve their life in gratitude and feeling that they want to make people's lives better.
Green also says she has already started expanding what had already been started.
I've reorganized the entire police department where it was generally patrol division and then detectives or criminal investigations. What we're doing now is we're adding a community engagement unit as well as a street crimes unit. So the street crimes unit will be more proactive to help identify the offenders and eradicate those offenders from the community.
Just like her predecessor, Green has a portrait of Sergeant Terrence Caraway, who was killed in the 2018 Vintage Place ambush in her office, as a reminder of the past.
It's a reminder that when Caraway was here, he built a strong foundation with community trust, with the youth, that we will continue on, and regardless of what we go through, whether it's public scrutiny, whether it's a traumatic loss to one of our own, we are still here to serve the community.
Now, Chief Green says that she is grateful to be in Florence with great officers and can't wait to build more community ties. Reporting live in Florence, Eric Cooper, News 13.
Eric, thank you. A death investigation is underway after the discovery of human remains in Darlington County. The remains were found yesterday along Brockington Road off Highway 52. Authorities say it appears the body had been there for a while. The Darlington County Coroner's Office is working with the Sheriff's Office to identify the person. Count on News 13 for updates. A 3-car wreck in Carolina Forest backed up traffic this afternoon, you can see it here, and sent 4 people to the hospital. It happened shortly before 3:30 near Carolina Forest Boulevard and Waterbridge Boulevard. Horry County Fire Rescue says one of the vehicles involved is from the Horry County Police Department. The department says the officers suffered serious injuries, but thankfully should be okay. The cause of the wreck is under investigation. New tonight, 8 Apache helicopter pilots are suspended from flying amid an investigation into last week's salute from the shore flyover along the South Carolina coast. News 13's Morgan Baker reports.
The salute from the shore's flyover draws a crowd to the beaches here along the Grand Strand and now has drawn some controversy. According to Major Lisa Allen with the South Carolina National Guard, 8 Apache pilots were suspended from flight duty as part of an investigation into last week's 4th of July event. Video from the flyover shows some of the helicopters flying low along the coast. Federal Aviation Administration regulations generally set a minimum of 500 feet for aircraft, but allow helicopters to fly lower under certain conditions. Allen says suspension is a routine part of their investigative process. She says the pilots are only suspended from flying and will continue to be paid as they perform their other duties. Allen says she cannot speculate on what led to the suspensions, but did say they are actively reviewing the flight profiles of the helicopters.
I don't think they should have been suspended because to me it was the 4th of July, 250th anniversary of the United States, and they should have let them fly by anyhow.
Whichever way they come out with the final decision, they should have let it go. It was amazing. I would have loved to have been here too. That would have been amazing.
It's not yet clear whether any additional disciplinary action will be taken. Reporting in Horry County, Morgan Baker, News 13.
Morgan, thank you. And South Carolina's 7th District Congressman called on the Guard to drop the suspensions. In a post on X, Russell Fry said millions of people applauded the pilots during the flyover, adding, quote, "These pilots should be celebrated, not sanctioned." We've also reached out for a reaction from 6th District Congressman Jim Clyburn and U.S. Senators Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott. The Georgetown County Sheriff's Office arrested 2 people after more than 100 dogs were found in what authorities call unlivable conditions. At last check, Ralph and Kimberly Moody are in jail. Authorities did not release their charges. Officials say the arrest happened after an investigation into abandoned dogs at a home on Duck Pond Place near Highway 701 in Georgetown. The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, ASPCA, and a local animal shelter are helping with the case and caring for the animals. Count on News 13 for updates. A wreck near the Socastee Swing Bridge sent a motorcycle rider to the hospital with critical injuries. Horry County Fire Rescue says it happened around 4:30 this morning on Dick Pond Road. Officials say the wreck involved the motorcycle and another car, but gave no other details. The South Carolina Highway Patrol is investigating. While Team USA may be out of the World Cup, but the tournament's impact is far from over. Local soccer clubs say the world's biggest stage is inspiring more kids to play while bringing families and cultures together right here on the Grand Strand. News 13's Cameron Townsend is live tonight in Myrtle Beach. And Cameron, how are young players embracing the World Cup?
Adriana, the USA might be out of the World Cup, but the tournament is still bringing young players together here on the Grand Strand. Coaches tell me their kids are rallying behind countries from across the world, sharing their own family heritage and falling even more in love with the game. Local coaches say young players are showing up to practice, talking about their favorite players, wearing their favorite national team jerseys, and trying to recreate the moves they've been watching on the world's biggest stage.
Impact the kids so much because they want to recreate everything they see on their screens, talk about favorite players, favorite teams, what happened on that day.
But it's not just inspiring young players, it's also bringing different cultures together. Coaches say many other players come from families with roots around the world, giving them the chance to cheer for both Team USA and the countries they call home.
It's such a global sport with all of our kids, a lot of them coming from diverse backgrounds and parts of the world. You know, they've got US to support, but they've also got other teams that their heritage is from as well.
That shared excitement isn't just staying on the sidelines. Both clubs say they're seeing more families sign their kids up to play, with some expecting their biggest season yet.
Our numbers have definitely gone up, and we're looking that this year will probably be our biggest year ever in soccer. The big stars are performing, all the heroes are performing. So yeah, the enthusiasm to come out here and do the tricks and do the moves and play like they're heroes.
With the World Cup being played across the U.S., coaches hope this moment continues to grow the game for years to come, and maybe even inspire the sport's next big star.
You never know, in World Cup 2038, you might see a kid from these fields playing in it.
Coaches hope their players' enthusiasm lasts long after the tournament ends. Reporting live in Myrtle Beach, Cameron Townsend, News 13.
Cameron, thank you. The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division says a Darlington County convenience store employee is accused of stealing and cashing dozens of lottery tickets. Stacey Ann McFarland faces 1 count of intent to defraud or counterfeit game tickets. Authorities say back on April 2nd and 3rd, the 55-year-old stole 93 tickets from the refuel store near Hartsville and cashed them for nearly $1,200. Sled says she worked at the store at the time. Officials say the crimes were caught on surveillance video. McFarland is out of jail on a $5,000 bond. Well, Horry County leaders say major improvements are coming to the Garden City area. Officials say the 5-phase streetscape project will start in September. Improvements include moving power lines underground, improved drainage, new sidewalks, and reducing the flooding impacts of king tides. The project will also add a food truck staging area, a playground along Atlantic Avenue, and more paved parking. The entire project should be complete by 2029. Next on News 13, North Carolina education leaders work to educate local school districts on a new law that bans diversity, equity, and inclusion. And Frank has your most accurate forecast when News 13's local coverage you can count on continues.